Hey, what's up everybody? It's Anita from AnitaAvalos.com, and I am so excited to be doing this blog today because it has been way too long since I've connected with my community here of my AnitaAvalos.com family. So I am really stoked to be doing this blog post today. I just want to tell you right now that I have a bunch of exciting content coming from you, and I'm going to be speaking a little bit later on another blog post coming up, kind of the direction of AnitaAvalos.com and what's going on with the site and what's going on with my services and my programs, and I'm bursting with excitement about the new year and everything that's going to be happening, and I can't wait to share it with all of you, and I hope it really speaks to you in the way that as I've sat and kind of thought about what I want to do with the site and where I want to take it next and what I want to do with my programs, that has really felt authentic to me, and I just can't wait to share it with you. But I'm going to have to leave that as a cliffhanger for the next video. But what I wanted to do first today is I wanted to share with you why I've got this big luggage full of clothing here, and kind of what I was doing in my home in the last couple weeks. So I've been traveling a lot for the last few months and doing some amazing trainings and just upping my skills and upping my game so I can give it all back to you guys. And part of that, is like going in and out of your closet and getting clothes, and I thought, well, this is a great reason, since I'm just packing and unpacking, for me to actually go through the closet and see what clothes I really like and fit and all that, and which ones I'm ready to get rid of. I actually got some great ideas, and I wish I could credit this person. I have no idea where I got this from. But especially to all my ladies out there, I just thought this was a great idea. I saw this on some stylist blog somewhere, and whoever you are, thank you so much. But basically she was talking about how, when you go through your closet and you decide what you're going to keep, really the building blocks are to find things that, fit you well, that you're not like tugging and pulling at and pushing at and like, doing the whole little dance and the creep up and the pin this there and that kind of thing that we do with a lot of our clothes, right? Because we're like, oh, we got it on sale and all of that, and we try to make it work, and it doesn't really work anymore, but we kind of keep it. So she said that that was a great way to like kind of start going through your closet. It's like, does it fit me? Do I feel beautiful in it when I put it on without having to do any crazy stuff like that? Squeezing and pulling and stitching. And does it resonate with me anymore? And so I started doing that in my closet, and now as I've tried to, get some new things, and what was exciting, one, to clear the space out, to bring in more of what I actually want and what actually kind of fits where I'm at right now, because, clothes have a vibrancy of like where you are at that point in time. But also it was really exciting to discover that a lot of my clothes were like loose on me, and I kind of had to go shopping, which was fun and exciting, but and loose on me without really trying. I mean, it was not like I've been on a crazy diet or like working out like 2 hours a day or anything. So really it's just been amazing to actually see my own philosophies in practice with myself, and me being my own guinea pig, and that they actually work, which is always amazing. So what I had here is just all the clothes that either they don't fit anymore, they're too big, or they haven't really ever looked really great on me, and I had to like push-pull on them, and they just don't fit. So a majority of things that didn't fit anymore, or just that they just kind of didn't resonate with me. They were out of style, and they just didn't speak to me anymore. And that was kind of how I went through my closet. And so at that level, that tip is just something that I wanted to share with you, that is a great thing to actually go through your closet, go through anything in your life that you just feel like is, crowding out and creating a stagnant kind of environment, either in your wardrobe or something else in your home, and release the things that don't fit anymore, literally and figuratively, to allow the space for things that really do fit and speak to you to come in. That is huge. And so sometimes right now my house has looked a little more crazy than organized, but there's a whole method to the madness. And so this was huge, and also super exciting to see that without really any effort, so to speak, just being conscious and implementing a lot of the tools that I'm going to be sharing with you guys very, very soon have actually worked for me to kind of releasing those last like 10 pounds or 5 to 10 pounds that a lot of us women say that we have. I'm proud to say that those are gone. And as I've released that, I don't want to hold on to pants that are of a different size anymore. That's kind of the next thing I wanted to share with you, is that once something doesn't fit anymore, if you've released weight, and notice I'm saying release, not lose, because what you lose you find again. I really want to put that out there. As I've released weight, I don't want to be back in those old sizes again, especially because I knew that I've done things a healthy way. It's not like I did something that's a crash diet. None of that really exists for me. So that's another tip, is just that when you don't no longer fit in something, to just let it go. Because if you sit it in the back of your closet, it's like you're inviting for it to come back in. Like you're holding on to it, like, well, maybe I really didn't release that weight and I'm going to need these pants again, so I'm just going to keep them in case at the back of my closet. This really sends a mismatched message out into the universe and to your body that you're really not confident, you're not sure that you've actually made that move forward. And I would suggest that with all things in your life. I mean, sometimes we do that, right, with guys. Or the thing is like, well, maybe, so I'm going to hold on to this just in case. No, if it's no longer fitting, no longer working, release it, let it go. That's really, really important if you want to invite it in. And also what I wanted to share about this was that this is really a metaphor for me. I kind of was thinking about it, of like dieting and what dieting is like. Dieting is like if I had, okay, let me just start with this. So I have all these clothes, right, that don't fit me anymore. I don't like them anymore. They don't resonate with me anymore. One of those categories. That's kind of how this came. So it really wouldn't make sense if I had done all this work and I keep the suitcase here and I just kind of like store it somewhere in my home or in the back of my closet, just in case. Just in case for what? It doesn't fit anymore, it doesn't look right anymore, it doesn't resonate anymore. It's old energy that I'm ready to release. Well, when you diet, it's kind of like doing that. It's kind of like having a suitcase for your habits, so to speak, packing them up and saying, well, I'm going to do this for a while, and then I'm just going to pull this old suitcase of habits out again and get right back into it. Because the reason I say that is because diets are temporary. They are a temporary band-aid or a temporary fix to something else. And what happens is then our old habits, just like these clothes, are just waiting there for us to bring them back into the picture. And that is why I don't like dieting. This is one of the reasons that I don't like dieting. And then I ask you and I invite you to start creating a lifestyle switch. Because a lifestyle switch means faux life, right? Faux life. I am done with this old way of doing things and I'm bringing something else in for life. I'm going to be bringing another habit, another way of thinking, doing, and resonating in the world that I am ready to release the old ways and get rid of them for good. Okay? So dieting doesn't do that. Dieting is like having this old energy around that you're going to pull back in later. So when you create a lifestyle like I'm doing for myself and like I'm doing with these clothes right now, is I'm ready to let it go. I've thanked it for all the things that it served me for. I appreciate it at that time of my life, and now I'm ready to let it go, to invite something new in. And that's the same thing when you're creating a lifestyle switch. When you're trying to release unwanted pounds, when you're trying to create a fitter, more beautiful body that you feel even more energetic in, and a lifestyle, a life that actually speaks to you in an authentic way. You don't want to damn kind of like the old way or the old things that happen. You want to thank it. Thank you so much for being in my life. Thank you so much for all the lessons I had. Thank you so much for how you served me at that time. But now I'm ready to go and move forward. I'm ready to release and to invite in something new. Okay, so I encourage you then on this post to do two things at the end of this. One is, if you can do this with your clothes, actually try to do that. Create some physical space. Maybe it's clothing, maybe it's something else in your home of where you want to invite new energy in. But if you want to do it with clothing, have these rules. Does it fit? Do I feel beautiful in it or handsome in it if you're a gentleman? Do I feel like, I got my stutterness on? I got my swagger going in this outfit or whatever you have there. Do I feel good in it? Does it resonate with me? And does it carry the energy that I want to portray to the world? If it doesn't, it's time to let it go and trust trust that you will be able to invite something new and better in. Maybe you can't afford a whole new wardrobe right now, and not, definitely it's not like I'm balling and I can just go buy whatever I want. But if you invite that energy in, you never know what you might get. You might get some amazing gifts this winter season, this holiday season. You might get a gift card. You might find an extra $20 in your pocket. You never know how these things might start to come in. But if you don't create the space, the physical space, it can't come in. So that's one. Two, the second thing that I'd like you to do is to start to have the same mentality about like the suitcase and the releasing and all of that, and taking out what no longer fits and letting it go, not packing it away for later. When you start thinking about your body, when you start thinking about releasing weight, when you start thinking about creating a healthier, happier body and a healthier and happier life, is that you're actually going to take inventory of what's not working and start creating a lifestyle. Not a diet, not a temporary band-aid where you're actually going to, when you diet, you just kind of keep these things, you just have them, alter for a while, but then you bust them out later when the diet is over, when the 4 weeks of like intense hours at the gym is over and you can go back to the normal routine. You don't want to do that. You really want to cultivate a lifestyle that really is lasting, permanent results, permanent mentality changes. So those are my 2 top tips, and I'm going to be actually helping you guys with this. I'm going to be giving you some more hands-on strategic tools. I have some free training that's coming up December 28th. So you're going to want to mark your calendars, and I will be having a page where you can sign up for this. I'm leaning towards the video series because I really love that format, and it's something a little different than just, listening on the phone. We can really connect a little bit more visually. And that will be all amazing free content for you to get some strategic ways to actually start to do that, to create some lifestyle change in the new year. So for now, I'd love to hear your comments. Feel free to leave a comment below. Feel free to share this video with other people. Feel free to share it on Facebook and like it if you really like it. I'd love, love, love to hear your feedback and also to hear how those tips have worked. So I'm Anita from AnitaAvalos.com, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon.